Hola familia, it is Alex. Welcome back to the channel. So today, as you guys can see, I'm doing a makeup declutter. And normally when I start my makeup declutters, you automatically have the overhead shot of all the products, and I just talk to you guys for a little bit and then share with you guys the declutter. But first, I needed to tell you guys something before I showed you my declutter. So that's why I'm here in face-to-face kind of. You guys know that the last declutter I did was back in February, and I had mentioned that I'm happy and content where my makeup collection is, which I still am. But I am doing this makeup declutter for a specific reason, and I wanted to share it with you guys because this is the reason why I have been doing what I've been doing and given it to the individuals that I've been giving it to. And I'm not here to get praise or an applause or a good job, pat on the back. I just want you guys to know why I'm doing this declutter, because the products that I am letting go of today, for the most part, I still would have kept. I'm still content with them, but because they're going for a good cause, I am wanting to give these to that individual person. So as you guys know, whenever I do my declutters, I've mentioned to you guys in the past, I give them to a friend who sends them to family and friends in Central America, specifically Honduras or Honduras, the way that we say it. So I actually had my friend over the other night. We were doing a fire pit outside, just hanging around family. She had mentioned to me that she had sent over a package of makeup that I had given her to pass along to whoever she wanted to. She sent it over, and I believe it was a family member. She sent it over. This individual, as you guys know, this is a worldwide pandemic, this whole entire virus situation. So it doesn't just hit you here at home. The whole world is feeling this, and other countries are far worse than what you think or what you yourself are, if that makes any sense. Well, in Honduras, this individual works for the government. She works for the government and had to work from home. She has been working from home the last 2 months, unpaid, you guys. Imagine working 40 hours a week without getting a dime for it for 2 months straight. Her husband, who is a teacher, could not secure a contract to be able to stay in the system, like in the school system. So he himself was out of a job. So now you have two individuals who were hit hard, have no income coming in. And obviously, you guys know that there is help here in the States, there's assistance here, but not everywhere in the world. So they didn't have assistance. She's still working and she was not getting paid. Here, if you don't pay your utility bills, they don't shut them off right away. They give you grace periods. You can pay late. There's like 6 months that you can pay late, or whatever the case would be. Your governor could be passing laws to not allow for these utility companies to shut off your water, electricity. That is not the case there as well. So this individual found herself that she couldn't pay her utilities as well. And if you don't pay them, they shut them off right away. So if she didn't pay her bills, she was not going to have any running water. She was not going to have any electricity to be able to cook or do anything that she could, and even continue to work for free, you guys. So my whole point of this is, when my friend sent her that makeup over, she was able to turn that around and be able to profit out of it. The makeup that I had sent over, because in other countries it's far worse, far more expensive to purchase these things, and it's harder to get, it benefited her. She was able to do what we would do here. Gently used, untouched makeup. You put it on Poshmark, you put it on Macari, you sell it for a little bit less, you gain a little bit. That's what she did with the makeup that I sent to my friend, who then sent it to her. And let me tell you guys, when my friend told me this, I just couldn't believe it. It felt so good to know that just makeup, just simple makeup could do something so grand for somebody's life. She told my friend that she was able to, because of the makeup that she got and was able to sell it, she was able to pay her utility bills, she was able to pay for food, she was able to pay for any expenses that she needed for her and her husband and her family that she could not get because she was not getting paid, her husband was not. So that made me feel so good, and it made me feel great to know that my makeup was not going to waste, that I was giving it to the right people, that it was going for a good cause. So the whole point of this is to tell you guys that I'm not here to just get rid of makeup because I don't feel like it. I don't like it anymore. I don't want it. I'm doing this because if I could continue to help this individual, I am. So I pulled out a bunch of things that I know were either duplicates or things that I really wasn't going to use, that I was just holding on, that maybe in the future they were going to come in handy. And I said, you know what, Alex? pass these along. If she could send them over to her, then it would work great. And my friend that lives here told me, don't do it, Alex. It's okay. I'll go through my stuff. And I'm like, no, I have plenty of stuff here. I am very grateful that I have a home. I have electricity. I have running water. My kids are well. We have clothing on our back. We have food in our bellies and a roof over our head. If I can at least help somebody out, I am. So this is what this declutter is all about. So you're going to see things here that not necessarily I want to get rid of, like because I don't feel like using it. It's just because I want to help somebody out. And I know you guys love declutters. So now that I've been rambling for over 5 minutes, I just want to let you guys know this is the reason why you're seeing this declutter, not necessarily because I'm trying to make room. I'm tired of these products. I just want to move on with these things. I want to help someone out. And if I can help them out, I am. So you're going to see a huge basket of things. I'm still going through my items to add more to it so then I can send it to her. And if I can at least help her to go through the holiday season with food in their bellies, still a roof over the head, and utilities and clothing on their back, I just made somebody's day. So without further ado, you guys, let's go on with the declutter. All right, you guys, so like you heard in the intro, this is just probably going to be my first round. I'm probably going to go through my makeup again to go through this again. And I do want to make it very clear that I am not giving away PR because I don't want anybody to sell PR, obviously. If anything doesn't work for me for PR and I do find somebody else to use it, they're going to actually use it, not sell it. So no PR will be in here. It's just straight makeup that I purchased myself, that I paid with my own money, that I am going to give away so then this individual can continue to have the needs that we all have and need, basically water, electricity, food, clothing, etc., etc. So we're going to go through this pile and I'll show you everything that I am going to be sending over. So let's start out with eyeshadow. So this is the first eyeshadow palette that I will be giving her. I kept it because of the colors. You guys see, I have my uniform on. I kept it for the colors, but you guys, I'm not. Let me zoom you in first. There is a closer look of this. I kept this for the shades, but I never really reached for it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and let her have it. I tried to clean it up as best as I could. This is just like shadow there, so I'm just gonna explain to her she could just wipe that down. As you guys can see, it's barely touched, so she can at least get something out of it. So this is the first thing I will be getting rid of. Next up is this one. Did you guys see this coming? I keep talking about this one. I repressed the one that I hit pan on, so then that way she at least has an eyeshadow that it's not with a pan and it looks prettier. I kind of cleaned it up as best as I could, but you guys know how I feel about this eyeshadow palette. It's relatively new with the exception of that eyeshadow and a few shadows that I did use, but for the most part she can at least get something out of this. So I will be finally letting go of this palette. These were in my Shop My Stash. You guys saw that I swatched them that one and only time in my Shop My Stash, but I'm not going to use these. So I'd rather give them to her so then that way she can get, you know, what she can out of them. So these are the two, Hades and Maleficent from ColourPop. So I'm also going to go ahead and let these go and go to a better home. Here's another eyeshadow palette that I decided to let go. This is it's my Ray Ray. I like it. And I really did enjoy it, but I don't see myself reaching for this as much. I have other palettes that have very similar shades that I'm willing to grab for quicker than this, so I am ready to let this go. As much as I would have wanted to reach for it, I'm good. I think I'm good to go, so this is gonna go. This is one that I've never used. Brand spanking new, and as I looked at it, I knew these colors didn't attract me, didn't catch my attention, so I'm okay with letting this one go. And this is completely brand new, so that's very exciting for her. So this will be also leaving. I'm gonna let go of these two. You guys have seen that I've only used it in that video. I swatched them, I maybe used them a few times on my eyes. This one is the Acai, the blue one from e.l.f. and of course the rose water ones. So these two, I'm okay with letting go. I don't see myself using these. I have other shades that are better quality in these tones, so I'm okay with these going away. I have these two highlighters. These two highlighters I tried to sell at one point, did not. So you guys can see I've swatched them only. These are the old school Lorac ones. This one is luminous and this one is radiant. So these are practically brand new, sanitized, so then she can go ahead and get these as well. This one by Cover FX, this is Suntan. This was way too light. I try to make use out of it, as you guys can see. I will sanitize this for her. This is in the shade Sun Kissed, way too light for me. I'm hoping maybe she can be able to get use out of it or do something with it. So, because it's not working for me, so she can get this one as well. I have 3 highlighters. These 3 were in a kit. And you guys can see this is bronze gold, champagne, rose gold, and champagne gold. This is what they look like. Guys, all I've done is swatch these. I have not put them on my face. She can go ahead and get all 3 of these. I have enough. So these 3 are going. I have 4. This is an eyeshadow primer, brand new. She can have that. This one is an Ulta face primer, brand new. She can have that. This one also is brand new, Cover FX blurring primer. And then this one, it's a full size. I don't see myself using this. This is the Pure Correcting Primer, brand new. So then she can have these as well. I forgot this primer as well. This is the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer and Radiance. She can also have this one, never used. This, I thought these were brow gels, and it come to find out these are those pomades. So I had one, I gave it away, and then I had a second one. So I'm gonna send this to her. I never use this, never will, and I don't need it. So it's going to her as well. So far, these are the only 2 lip glosses that I have in my pile. This is the Ulta Beauty Jelly gloss, brand new, and this one I never used. This is the Bite Beauty Champagne Pearl. Never used this one, so she can also have these 2. This is a shadow stick. It's brand new, never used. It's in black, diamond black. I don't need this. I don't know why I have it. It's completely brand new. It still works fine. I checked it. It's still good, so hopefully she can get use out of this. This single eyeshadow in, I don't even know what this is, but it's by Cargo. Never used it, you guys. Hopefully she can. So this is going to her. All right, here I have my NYX roll-on shimmers. You guys can see these are still in their packaging. They don't make these anymore. I believe they have repackaged these. Maybe 1 or 2 of these I've actually used. The rest are basically brand new, and I just pulled off the seal of some of them, and that was the end of that. So I actually wanted to get rid of these, but I didn't have anybody to give them to, so I just kept them. But now that I have an opportunity for somebody else to use them, I'm getting rid of every single one of these. This is a mini size of the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, the original Mineral Veil. It is brand new, so I will be giving her this one as well. All right, you guys, these are all glitter or pigments that I'm going to give to her. I went through all my glitters and tried to pare down the ones that looked very similar to ones I have, ones that I wouldn't use. These by Coastal Scents are brand new. I don't think I even opened up any of these. Let me double check. See, they're still closed. They're brand spanking new. Coastal Scents no longer makes these. I mean, these are old, but they're still good. Obviously they're glitter, they're loose glitter, so I figured she can use these up. So I'm getting rid of all of my Coastal Scents ones, since I have these colors over and over anyway, and how much glitter does somebody need? Did the same thing with the J-Cat ones. I had these 2. I'm never going to use these, and they're brand new, so giving them to her. I have these from Amy's Beauty. This was the only order I ever ordered from them, and I ended up getting the single bundle set. Terrible eyeshadows, let me tell you. I never spoke about them because I didn't want to speak so bad about them, but I didn't like them. These Vivid Pigments came with the kit. Never opened these, so I just figured, you know what? I'm just gonna give them to her. These are bright ones. People can use them on their nails if they want to, so I'm just gonna get rid of all 5 of these. Oh, here's another Coastal Scents one that I'm gonna put in the pile. And then these that you see here are all from Eye Candy. They are a brand that has glitter. I went through all the glitters, and again, I picked out the ones I wasn't gonna use or ones that I had duplicates of. So all of these glitters are gonna go to her. She can use these on nails, eyes, projects, whatever. So I'm sharing the love. Last but not least, in this particular declutter, this is the M Princess Pretty Petal. Remember, I tried this once and I really didn't like it, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to her. Maybe she can get something out of it. Last but not least is this face mist. This is the Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy Illuminating Skin Refresh Mist in Radiant Dew. I got this in a BoxyCharm. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it to her. I don't need this. Alrighty folks, so this is my basket. It's basically full. Again, if I decide to pull more things out, I will do another makeup declutter, and I don't have to do another disclaimer because you guys know why I am doing this. So this is going to go in a box and I will give it to my friend so then she could ship it out to Central America and they can do whatever they want with this stuff, brand new, whatever their little hearts desire. I have enough to pass around a million times over, so I'm more than happy to share. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll put more videos on the screen for your enjoyment. Until then, bye guys.